It felt for a long time like, despite the constant rumors linking him to Stamford Bridge, that Crysencio Summerville was not a realistic option for the Blues. They had good wingers on the books already, younger ones arriving from South America next summer, plus were being heavily linked with Crystal Palace winger Michael Olise. But Friday night's news that the Olise move had collapsed suddenly sparked life back into the Summerville rumors, with our writer Simon Phillips now reporting that connections were heating up once again. He's not the only one. Nico Williams is perhaps now the top prize, especially after his stunning performances at Euro 2024 so far. But Summerville presents a really affordable option given he's coming from the Championship, and a Leeds team who need to sell. He's valued at €20 million by Transfermarkt. Summerville has been scouted heavily all season and Chelsea could absolutely turn to him. However, at the moment SPTC sources believe it is Brighton who are leading in this one, and the expectation is that he is likely to go there, with no moves made from Chelsea at all as of Sunday morning, Phillips wrote. The collapse of the Olise move doesn't necessarily mean Chelsea will sign another winger instead, but it does seem likely that if they wanted to strengthen in that area then they will go ahead and do it, even without their first choice. Summerville is not the only name on the list. Olise's Crystal Palace teammate Eberechi Eze has also been mentioned, but he certainly seems like a player that's being looked at given how much he's been mentioned. Brighton are very much in the mix now however, and could tempt any of these players by offering him far more guaranteed minutes than Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano also previously told Court Offside about Liverpool's interest in Summerville. As he mentioned, the Reds had joined CFC in scouting the 22-year-old last season. Summerville looks like a player with a big future, and he surely could have done a job for big clubs like Chelsea and Liverpool, though he'll no doubt see Brighton as a good stepping stone move for him in his development. Chelsea are set to go all in on Athletic Bilbao wonderkid Nico Williams following his brilliant performances in Euro 2024. Williams has been one of the stars of the Euro 2024 group stages with electric performances in the wins over Croatia and Italy. Against the reigning champions on Thursday, Williams tore apart from Italy right back Giovanni Di Lorenzo and set up the winner, an own goal by Riccardo Calafiori. And Gianluca Di Marzio reports that Chelsea have been so impressed that they are now trying to sign Williams. Chelsea have made the signing of a top winger a priority this summer, and their initial target was Michael Olise. However, after Olise agreed to join Bayern Munich from Crystal Palace, Chelsea have turned their attentions to Williams. There is a €55 million release clause in Williams' contract at Athletic. Di Marzio reports that Chelsea are prepared to pay this amount, while meeting Williams' salary demands won't be a problem. The 21-year-old Williams is considered one of the most exciting young wingers in all of Europe. Williams is also reported to be a target for Manchester United, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Until now it has been reported that Williams would prefer to continue his career in Spain for now. He has emerged as an electric talent over the last year or so, blessed with lightning pace and dribbling skills. He has a promising future in the game. After making his debut for Athletic in 2021, Williams has scored 20 goals in 122 games. He has also scored 2 goals in 16 games for Spain, and travelled to the 2022 World Cup. His brother is fellow Athletic Bilbao star Inaki Williams, who plays his international football for the Ghana national team. Other than the West London side, Barcelona have also shown interest in the player after newly appointed manager Hansi Flick reportedly urged the Catalan giants to sign the talented attacker. The player, however, recently pledged his loyalty to the Basque club as he claimed he is happy to see out his existing contract, which runs until 2027. Chelsea have held talks with the representatives of Lille striker Jonathan David about a potential transfer this summer. The 24-year-old Canada international is high among a number of options the Stamford Bridge club are looking at to strengthen their attack ahead of next season. Considering that David has 12 months left on his contract and Lille president Olivier Letang recently gave his public blessing to a move in the current market, the forward is expected to be available for a reasonable price. Chelsea are yet to approach the French side but have a good relationship with Letang by virtue of also owning fellow League One team Strasbourg via their Blue Co consortium. David joined Lille from Belgian side Gent 4 years ago in a record deal for the French club. He has gone on to register 84 goals in only 183 matches, a record of 0.46 goals per game, to rank him third on Lille's all-time scoring list and the highest of the 21st century. A regular, missing just 3 matches in 4 seasons, David was also a key part of the Lille side that won the League One title as well as the Trophée des Champions in 2021. He played every league game in 2023-24, scoring 19 goals, including against Paris Saint-Germain, Marseille and Lyon, to help Lille to a 4th-place finish and Champions League qualification. One of Canada's star players as they begin A new era under head coach Jesse Marsch. David started the tournament opener against. David has been a target for Arsenal and Chelsea for several seasons now, with an impressive track record in France and Belgium before that. He has scored between 13 and 24 goals in each of the last 5 seasons and has become one of the most consistent goal-getters around. Manchester United and Liverpool are also said to have been offered his services this window after Lille president Olivier Letang made it public that the Canadian could depart. Lenny Yoro and Jonathan David can leave the club this summer, he said earlier this year. Both have the exit voucher due to their contract situation. If David wasn't to go, then he would be able to negotiate a free transfer in January with clubs outside of France ahead of moving next summer. It leaves Lille open to a lowball offer for their main source of goals. Chelsea have spent much of the early summer being linked with a move for Aston Villa striker John Duran. It's been no secret that new manager Enzo Maresca wants to start the season with another out-and-out striker in his ranks alongside Nicholas Jackson. That man could be Atletico Madrid's 20-year-old forward Samu Omorodion. He has often been compared to former Chelsea and Atletico striker Diego Costa, but his favourite player is teammate Antoine Griezmann, Transfermarkt area manager in Spain Ivan Termo explained. According to The Athletic, the Blues reportedly had a bid of €32.5 million plus add-ons rejected by the Spanish club, but remain interested in the Spain youth international. The striker spent last season on loan at Deportivo Alaves, where he scored 9 goals in 35 appearances, and saw his market value rise all the way from €200,000 to €35 million across the campaign. Only Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham scored more goals in the top 5 leagues than Omorodion from players aged 20 or under. It's been a meteoric rise for the youngster, and he could have all the attributes to thrive in the Premier League in the future. Omorodion's sensational 2023-24 season actually began in bizarre fashion. After spending his time playing with Granada B, he made his La Liga debut on the opening match day against Atletico. Diego Simeone's team came out 3-1 victors, but Omorodion scored and caused numerous problems for the Atletico defense. So much so that straight after that game Atletico Madrid splashed out €6 million to bring him to the Wanda Metropolitano before sending the teenager, at the time, on loan to Alaves. He played so well that the Colchonero team did not hesitate and signed him immediately. It was a career-changing performance. Transfermarkt's Termo explained. Omorodion excelled at Alaves, becoming one of the team's key players as they secured a 10th-place finish. Termo revealed what kind of player the striker is. Despite his large stature, Omorodion is one of the fastest players in La Liga. He is great in the air and uses his big frame intelligently to win duels and hold it up to get his team up the pitch. He is always a danger to the opposition, and is a real threat on the counter-attack, exploiting space in behind. Whilst Jackson himself held the ball up at times well for Chelsea last season, and looked a threat on the counter, he looked very raw and failed to capitalise on some of the good positions he got in.